Hello and welcome to Clipping In. It's Sunday, the 29th of June. The weather looks good and I'm heading into the area between Wakefield and Barnsley to revisit the ride where I was stung, see what it's like with all that adrenaline, and also check out a little bit of new ground for the channel. Oh yes. Long, unforgiving climb to High Hiland. We've just passed where the bridle way from Bretton Hall comes in. I remember saying that, and then just on here is where I got stung. There should be some signs that say firing range. We're looking roughly in the direction of the High Pennines there. There's just a tiny bit of cloud come mist on the top. Always a nice view from here. Road trends slightly leftwards soon, heading towards Cannon Hall. Just passing Silkstone Church and Churchyard, through the main street, across the main Denby Dale Road, and then a tasty little pull up to Silkstone Common. Yesterday, that's Saturday, I went out on my customary Buckstones ride, and I did a few miles with a lad who's a triathlete, and in 2 weeks he's doing a half Ironman in Oregon. Woo. He was telling me that triathlon authorities have changed a lot of rules on how you can carry water on your bike, and they've banned a lot of integrated water carrier cum fairing systems. Not great if you splash out on a fully integrated bike, is it? Whew. Silkstone Common railway station. We get a little breather from the climbing. On the subject of hydration systems, I remember late 90s, the company, I think they were American Profile, they had a system that slotted between the aero bars and had a built-in straw. The idea being that you could carry at least maybe a litre in this aerodynamically profiled bottle that acted as a fairing. I'm not sure what happened to them. I saw one or two in longer time trials. I was always worried that if you started carrying too much weight on the aero bars, they'd be sloshing about, and it would affect your steering, because steering on tri-bars can be a challenge sometimes without a 1.5 kilos of extra ballast with all that leverage. But these bikes that he was talking about, I think I've seen them. The hydration container is almost integrated onto the nose cone of the bike, and they might even have one at the back. Wow. Space age stuff. So I did a right turn in Fergaland. Going to drop right down to the infant River Don, and then curve around to our right for a climb called Green Bank, Green Hill. I've heard it called 2 or 3 things. Long steady climb, and this should link up with the other route that I was talking about on the day of the wasp sting. This is quite a pull, big epic climb out from valley bottom, river level. Just a slight easing in the gradient now. Still climbing for a while, but gives us a little break. Generally, it's a really nice, quiet C category road, because there's an A road maybe a mile to the left that carries all the fast stuff. Looks to be a Scarecrow competition round here again. That was a glam rock one, sort of glam country, I think. It's lovely how it just keeps climbing gradually now and pulling away from everything. Oh, going back a long time when I lived in Sheffield, certainly when the clocks had changed and we had lighter nights. On the Friday I'd ride home to see my parents, and I'd often come over this way. It was a really nice 45-50 miler. racing the setting sun. Now to the right of shot, I tilt us a little, Emily Moor mast. Hopefully you'll get that. And that's the direction of Oxspring and Penistone, the town that you can see there. Meanwhile, we continue on this upturned rowing boat, this whaleback. Just getting to the top of this long ridge. The route then sweeps leftwards down a couple of steep little bends, heading in the direction of the old Flouch. Closed tomorrow for 3 days. 28%. Good Lord. There should be a law against gradients like that. There's just a little bit of mist and cloud clinging to the high tops. You can see top of Woodhead area, Home Moss. Right, so this now takes us to the other side of Penistone, Milhouse Green. Now you'll see in front, above us, the old railway line that used to go out from Sheffield out to Woodhead Tunnel, and then that became part of the Trans-Pennine Trail. But I think that's the bridge that's closed, and it's been closed for 2 years now. So I don't think it's likely to get a repair. Not on the priority list, is it? Left turn, Freud Lane. Just get past the steep part. There we are. Whew. Just another long steady pull now towards the windmills. I've probably mentioned before that my first ever British time trial was the Huddersfield Road Club Hilly in March 1998, and it was started at Jackson Bridge, and climbed up past Victoria over to Milhouse Green, did this Freud Lane, followed the route that we're doing today, and then from 5 Lane End back over to Victoria for a second lap. So you climb Freud Lane twice, and I think it was 21 or 22 miles. Quite an eye-opener. And unless my memory's playing tricks, that was pre-wind farm. So it looked quite different up here then. Landmark which needs no introduction on this channel at least. Time for summing up. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict? I found this ride to be a jolly good one. I think it's heading for high 50s mileage wise, but yeah, like a lot of these, just all adventure. Quiet roads, great scenery, got the lot, and the rain held off. Now you see the power of the magic mudguards. I better keep using them. I ride mudguards so you don't have to. That's all for this enchanted edition of Clipping In. See you very soon back out on the Yorkshire roads. Bye bye.